Dalton
Father, I
name.
have
have a
committed
sister?
incest.
Dalton name.
Did you ever
Father,
have
I
a
have
sister?
committed
Dalton name.
Did
incest.
you ever have a sister?
This is Herbert, my Harvard boy.
Herbert spoiled us all to death, Quentin. Did I write you that he is going to take Jason into his bank when he finishes high school? Jason will be a splendid banker.
He sure will. Don't you think so, Quentin? See, I called him Quentin at once. I've heard so much about him from Candace.
Why shouldn't you? I want my boys to be more than friends. Candace and Quentin, friends forever.
Father, I have committed incest.
What a pity you had no brother or sister.
Did you ever have a sister? No sister. No sister.
Don't ask Quentin. He and Mr. Compson both feel a little insulted when I'm strong enough to come down to the table. I'm going on a nerve now. I'll pay for it after. It's all over and you've taken my little daughter away from me.
My little sister had no, if I could say, mother.
Unless I do what I'm tempted to do and take you instead. I don't think Mr. Compson could overtake the car.
Candace, do you hear that?
She wouldn't look at me.
You needn't be jealous, though. It's just an old woman he's flattering. A grown daughter. I can't believe it.
Nonsense. You look like a girl. You're much younger than Candace. Color in your cheeks like a girl.
Father and I protect women from one another, from themselves. Our women.
What have I done to deserve children like these? Benjamin was punishment enough, and now for her to have no regard for me, her own mother. I've suffered for her, dreamed, planned, and sacrificed. Sometimes I wonder if she was even my child. Jason, on the other hand, has never given me a moment's sorrow since I first held the child. I thought Benjamin was punishment enough for the sins that I committed. I thought he was punishment for me putting aside my pride and marrying a man who's above me. Now go on and yell at me and Jason, because you can't yell at your own blood. Now go on and accuse Jason of spying on that one. Hate him like you hate Marvin. Can't hurt me anymore. One day, I'll be gone and no one can protect Jason from this family. I hope one day Jason will be able to escape this family and he can no longer be corrupted by it. I will pray that one day Jason will be able to leave the three of you.
What a lovely wedding. Your daughter must be so excited to be married today. How did they meet?
I was thinking, as soon as you feel better, you and Caddy might go up to French Lick. She'll forget about him, then all this talk will die down.
Maybe I could find a husband for her.
I've got to marry somebody.
Are you going to look after Benji and Father?
The less you say about Benji and Father, the better. When have you ever considered them, Caddy?
Just promise.
You don't have to worry about them. You're getting out in good shape.
I'm sick. You'll have to promise.
You're sick. How are you sick?
I don't know yet. I can't ask anybody. Will you look after Benji and Father?
If they need any looking after, it's because of you. How are you sick?
There was something terrible at me. Sometimes at night I could see it grinning at me through the darkness. I could see it grinning at me through their faces, and now I'm sick. You'll have to promise.
Have there been very many?
I don't know too many. Will you look after them?
Then you don't know whose it is. Does he know?
Don't touch me! Please, will you look after Benji and Father?
Caddy, that's...
I've got to marry somebody.
What does it look like, Caddy?
What?
That thing that grins at you. That thing through them.
In the South, you're ashamed of being a virgin. Boys, men, they lie about it because it means less to women. It was men who invented incest, not women. It's like death, only a state in which the others are left.
But to believe it doesn't matter.
That's what's so sad about anything, not only virginity.
I wish it had been me and not her who was unvirgin.
It's because you are a virgin. Don't you see, women are never virgins. Purity is a negative state and therefore contrary to nature. It's nature that's hurting you, not Caddy.
That's just words.
So is virginity.
You can't know. You don't know.
Yes, on the instant when we come to realize that tragedy is second.
If it could just be a hell beyond that, the clean flame, the two of us more than dead, then you will have only me amid the horror beyond the clean flame.
Why must you marry, Caddy?
Do you want me to say it? Do you think if I say it, it won't be? You'll find that injustice is scarcely worth what you find yourself to be.
But Caddy, that blackbird, he got kicked out of his club for cheating at cards, got sent to the Coventry, caught cheating on exams, and was expelled.
Well, I'm hardly going to be playing cards with him, am I?
Caddy, that blackguard! Can you think of bothering Benji and do it not of me?
What else can I think of? What else have I thought of? I can't even cry. I told you I died last summer, and I didn't know what I meant then, but I do now. I'm dead, I tell you.
Then why must you listen? We can run away from all this. You, Benji, and me. We can go where nobody knows us. Where?
On what money? On your school money? The money they sold the pastor for so you could go to Harvard? Don't you see you've got to finish now? You're all he has. In a year they say father's gonna die if he doesn't stop drinking, and he can't stop drinking since last summer. Please, you're all he's got left. I can't even cry now. I can't even cry.
I came to tell you to leave town. I said you must leave town.
Did she send you?
I say you must leave town. Not my father, not anybody. I say it.
Listen, save this for a while. I want to know if she's alright. Have they been bothering her up there?
That's something you don't need to bother yourself about. I'll give you till sundown to leave town.
What'll you do if I don't leave?
I'll kill you. Just because I may look like a kid to you.
How old are you?
I'll give you until tonight.
Listen, buddy, what's your name?
Quentin.
Listen, it's no good taking it so far. It's not your fault, kid. It would have been some other fellow.
Did you ever have a sister? Did you?
No, but they all bitches. Here.
What for? I'm not gonna try to beat that.
You'll need it for what you said. I'm giving you this one because you've seen what it'll do.
To hell with your gun. Did you hit me?
Yes, how do you feel?
Alright.
Do you feel alright? Can you make it home alright?
Let me alone. I'm alright. Go on, let me alone.
You better not try to walk. Here, take my horse. You can hang on the reins while on the pommel and turn him loose. He'll go back to the stable.
No, you go on. Let me alone. You go on and let me alone.
Fool, are you hurt? I didn't know where you were until I heard the gunshot. I didn't think you and he slipping away like that. Are you hurt?
Stop that. Stop.
Let me go. Let me go.
You can't fight it. I'm stronger than you.
Let me go, Quentin. I gotta find him and I gotta ask him that. Yeah, let me go. I promise. I can make him believe anything.
Do you love him, Caddy?
Do I love him? Here. Say his name.
Dalton Ames.
Say it again.
Dalton Ames.
We're all ready for you.
I saw you come in here, so I watched my chance and came along. Thought we might get acquainted, have a cigar.
Thanks. I don't smoke.
No? Things have changed up there since my day. Mind if I light up?
Help yourself.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you. Candace talks about you all the time up there at the Licks. I got pretty jealous. I says to myself, who is this Quentin anyway? I must see what this animal looks like, because I was hit pretty hard, see? As soon as I saw the little girl, I don't mind telling you. It never occurred to me it was her brother she kept talking about. She could have talked about you anymore if you'd been the only man in the world. You won't change your mind and have a smoke?
I don't smoke.
In that case, I won't insist, even though it is a pretty fair weed. I guess there are a lot of changes up there. I keep promising myself a visit, but I never get around to it. Can't get away from the bank during school. Fellas' habits change things that seem important to an undergraduate, you know. Tell me about things up there.
I'm not going to tell father and mother if that's what you're getting at.
Not going to tell... Not going... Oh, that. If that's what you're talking about, is it? You understand that I don't give a damn whether you tell or not. Understand that a thing like that's unfortunate, but no police crime. I wasn't the first or the last. I was just unlucky. You might have been luckier.
You lie.
Keep your shirt on. Not going to make you tell anything you don't want to. Meant no offense. Of course, a young fellow like you would consider a thing of that sort a lot more serious than you will in 5 years.
I don't know but one way to consider cheating. I don't think I'm likely to learn different at Harvard.
We're better than a play. You must have made that, damn it. Well, you're right. No need to tell them. We'll let bygones be bygones, eh? No reason why you and I should let a little thing like that come between us. I like you, Quentin. I like your appearance. You're not like these other hicks. I'm glad we're going to hit it off like this. I promised your mother to do something for Jason, but I would like to give you a hand too. Jason would be just as well off here, but there's no future in a hole like this for a young fellow like you.
Thanks. You better stick to Jason. He'd suit you better than I would.
Sorry about that business, but a kid like I was then, I never had a mother like yours to teach me the finer points. It would just hurt her unnecessarily to know it. Yes, you're right, no need to. That includes Candace, of course.
I said mother and father.
Look here. Take a look at me. How long do you think you'd last with me?
I won't have to last long if you learn to fight up at school, too. Try and see how long I would.
You damn... What do you think you're getting at?
Try and see.
Look here, Quentin. We're about to do something we'll both regret. I liked you as soon as I saw him. I says he must be a damn good fellow, whoever he is, or Candace wouldn't be so keen on him. Listen, I've been out in the world, for 10 years. Things don't matter so much then. You'll find that out. Let's you and I get together on this thing, sons of old Harvard and all. Let's shake hands and let bygones be bygones for your mother's sake. Remember her health. Come on, give me a hand here. Look here. It's just out of convent. Look, not a blemish, not even creased yet. See here.
To hell with your money.
No, come on. I belong to the family now, see? I know it was with a young fellow. He has lots of private affairs. It's always pretty hard to get the old man to stump up for, I know. Haven't I been there not so long ago either? But now I'm getting married and all, especially up there. Come on, don't be a fool. Listen, when we get a chance for a real talk, I want to tell you about a little widow over in town.
I've heard that too. Keep your damned money.
Call it a loan then. Just shut your eyes, man, and you'll be 50.
Keep your hands off me. You better get that cigar off the mantle.
Tell him be damned. Then see what it gets you. If you were not a damn fool, you'd have seen that I've got them too tight for any half-baked Galahad of a brother. Your mother's told me about your sword with your head swelled up. Oh, come in. Dear Quentin and I were just getting acquainted, talking about Harvard. Did you want me? Can't stay away from the old man, can she?
Go out a minute, Herbert. I want to talk to Quentin.
Come in. Let's all have a gab fest and get acquainted. I was just telling Quentin that...
Go out a minute, Herbert. I'll only be a while.
Well, all right then. I suppose you and Bubba do want to see one another more, eh?
You better take that cigar off the mantle.
Right as usual, my boy. Then I'll toddle along. Let them order you around while they can, Quentin. Day after tomorrow, it'll be pretty pleased with the old man. Won't it, dear? Give us a kiss, honey.
Stop that. Save that for the day after tomorrow.
I want interest, then. Don't let Quentin do anything he can't finish. Oh, by the way, did I tell Quentin the story about the man's parrot and what happened to it? Sad story. Remind me of that. Think of it yourself. Ta-ta. See you in the funny paper.
Well?
Well?
What are you up to now?
Nothing.
You're meddling in my business again. Didn't you get enough of that last summer?
Caddy, you've got fever.
I
I'm
died
sick.
last
You'll
summer.
have to look after
I
me.
died last
I'm
summer.
sick. You'll have to look after me.